Professor 160. Yo, what's up? This is the Professor. Uh, I'm here. More stories for me. Today I'm gonna talk about the chief. Yeah, I come from. In my family, one of my uncles is a chief, and they're kind of people who, in my culture, people who more like judges and society. They put order in society. So this episode is how to approach a woman like a chief. In the old days, if the chief went to a village and then he saw a beautiful girl, he would approach her and say, I want you to be my wife. Straightforward. To be his woman, one of my wives. And then the woman is like, what? What are you talking about? She will be like, what are you talking about? You cannot just come out of nowhere and say, let me be your wife. And the chief is like, if you don't want to be my wife, there's going to be no more rain in your village. The chief would stop the rain in the village. So the rain will not be there and there will be drought. Now you imagine if men had the powers today, if you guys had the power and you could approach a girl and you could stop the rain in her area, or you can stop the rain in her country or some place or whatsoever, what pickup line would you use? If you could do something like you could change summer or winter, you could freeze the place. Let me say you could stop the rain and cause drought in an area of a woman where she lives if she does not allow you to go out with you. If she says no for no date with you, if she refuses to go out on a date, she doesn't want to see you or want to go out with you, or if you want to marry her and she says no, you can cause drought in her area, in her suburb, let me say, or in her country. What pickup line would you use? How to pick up a woman like a chief? That is one thing about chiefs that you don't know in Africa. There are chiefs in the old days. Now they can do it, but it's not necessary because it's costly to have many women, not like before. But actually there are people, even in my tribe, even in my family, who can cause rain and drought. They can cause this and that. I come from the royal family, so they can do it. So it's possible. I just saw the movie Frozen, where this girl had powers and she could cause winter. In Africa, that people could actually they can change weathers using whatever they use. So that's how to approach a woman like a chief. No number, no date, no, you propose, she says no. Whatever you ask and she says no, the only answer the chief can give her is there's going to be no more rain in your area, in your country or in your suburb, and the people will be forced to convince her, say you have to go out with him or else we are going to die of drought, or else nothing. So they will force her because he cannot cause drought and people will not allow it to happen, so she's forced to marry him or be one of his concubines or wives or girlfriends. If it only was that easy. So that's how to approach a woman like a chief, African chief. I'm from East Africa, I'm from Sudan, so that's how the chiefs in Sudan, South Sudan, that's how the chief used to approach women. In my tribe, I'm the Kuku tribe. My tribe is a Kuku. So that's the story for the day. But that's all I have to say. Type your comments, you're interested, and I'm gonna give you more stories This is comedy. It's like stand-up comedy, but I'm just giving it in form of comedy, and I'm gonna make original content. Original. Professor 160. I'm out.